Hello guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. The Anomaly, TensuraXDate Alive, by Humpzwas Chapter 19. Darkness brings despair. A girl thinks, if only I was more honest. A girl wishes, if only I had more courage. Wish upon a shooting star. Shidu Pav. Inside Fraxinus, in another secluded room where Shidu, Katori and Rain were inside. Maybe we went a bit too far. I didn't think she'd be that upset, Shidu said. No, it's not as bad as you think. Her mental state, mood, and happiness all have risen above the most severe level, Rain said. She's probably not used to getting compliments when she isn't transformed. Despite wanting to be acknowledged from the bottom of her heart, she has zero self-confidence, Katori said. Now that you mention it, Natsumi was saying nobody ever paid attention to her, Shidu said. Sounds like a few bad experiences have warped her idea of self-worth. Beauty isn't the issue here, isn't it, whether or not someone accepts Natsumi for who she is, Katori said. Natsumi Pav. Inside her own makeshift room in Fraxinus, Natsumi was sitting on her bed. Those guys, saying all those lies. Then she covered herself with the blanket. Hanyel. In a hallway, she was walking through, disguised as Katori. I'll find out the truth, Natsumi said, taking a lollipop to her mouth. Then she entered another room where both Toka and Yoshino were chilling. Toka, Yoshino. Are you taking a break, too? Tonka asks. Hey, what do you two think about that one Natsumi girl? Katori asks. Think, meaning? How disgusting can that Natsumi get? She's so ugly, it's not even funny, right? Katori asks mockingly. Both Toka and Yoshino were confused as they looked at each other before looking back at her. Katori, what's the matter? This isn't like you, Toka said. You I don't think Natsumi-san is disgusting at all, Yoshino said. What are you talking about? When she's that much of a disgraceful mess, it's an eyesore, Katori said. Then, the other four spirits, Kagaya, Yuzuru, Miku and Rimuru, entered the room after hearing the commotion. Huh? What's going on here? What's up, Katori? You don't seem yourself today, Kagaya said. Get this, guys. They're saying weird things, Katori said, slightly panicking. Doubt. What weird things? Yuzuru asks. That Natsumi is pretty and she's not a pain to take care of. Katori said, confused. I think the one saying weird things is you, Kagaya said. That doesn't sound like something you'd say, Katori, Rimuru said. You shouldn't be talking about Natsumi like that, Miku said with a pout on her face. Everyone else laughed but Rimuru. She was looking at Katori, as if analyzing. Less than, no way, it can't be. This means greater than, Katori thought, and then stormed off the room. Hey, Katori. It's probably best to leave her be, she needs some time alone for a while, Rimuru said knowingly. Do you know anything, Rimuru? Toka asks. Nothing. While Katori was still running, she suddenly bumped into Shidu. Whoa, Katori. Sorry, are you okay? You seem down. What's wrong? Shidu asks, concerned. Nothing's wrong, all right, Katori said, looking away. By the way, about Natsumi and her meals. At last, here comes the truth. Katori mumbled, looking back at him. I'm wondering if we should let her out of the room. I've been giving it a lot of thought, and well, she's gotta be lonely eating alone like that. But if she ate yummy meals with everyone else, I think Natsumi might warm up to us. Suddenly, he noticed that she was crying. Hey, what's the matter? Did I say something weird? Shidu asks. Shut up, you idiot. Then she ran off again. Hey, Katori. He then tried to catch up to her, only to realize that she was gone already. Then he noticed a lollipop on the ground left by Katori, picking it up as he was confused too. Her leaving candy behind is unthinkable. What happened to her? Then his phone rang. Katori. He then answered the call, putting the phone close to his ear. What's up with you? Less than, huh? What are you talking about? Anyway, There's an emergency. Natsumi. She escaped from the facility. Greater than Katori said. Shido Pav, after that. All of them were looking everywhere trying to find Natsumi until evening, but they still couldn't find her. The sun was almost about to set and there was one place Shido hasn't checked yet, and it's the spirit house. It's no use. I looked everywhere, but no sign of her. I doubt she's here, but... With that, Shido ran inside and went straight to the living room and... Natsumi. Thank goodness. You're... The person sitting on the couch wasn't Natsumi, but Ellen. Pardon me for intruding. Ellen? What are you doing here? Shido asks, confused. He was nervous and scared, but he concealed with a determined look. You already got beaten by Rimuru. What does the great Dem want with little old me? I let my guard down, that's all there was to it. I just came to ask you a question, Ellen said. A question? Yes. The spirit you took away the other day, where is she now? Ellen asks. There's no way I'm telling you that, is that so? What a nice house. I imagine you're all like one happy family here. That happy family, do you want to lose it? Ellen asks. Trying to threaten Shido as she pulls out her energy sword. I'll ask one more time, tell me where I can find which. Ellen said, pointing the sword at him. At Fraxinus, floating 15,000 meters above Tengu City. Any reaction from Natsumi? Katori asks. None at point A. Same for point B, not good. If she's wary of us and refuses to show herself again, Katori said. This reaction. Natsumi? No, but it's peculiar. It could be a satellite based on its altitude and trajectory. Deep love, Manoa said. That's odd. Why would something like, before Kanazuki could finish saying, he was interrupted. Commander. There's magical power but it's faint. It's an explosive magic. Dimension breaker, Nakatsugawa said. Enlarging the image. After enlarging the image, the satellite was from Dem with a Bandersnatch on top of it. Bandersnatch. I see, don't tell me. Back at the spirit house, Ellen was still pointing her energy sword at Shido. Suddenly, her phone rang and answered the call while keeping her eyes on him. Yes. Very well. I'll handle things here, Ellen said, hanging up from the call as she puts her sword down. Today's your lucky day, Itsuka Shido. Then she just left as if nothing happened. After that, composing himself, then Katori called him on the phone. Have you found Natsumi? Nope. Had a bit of trouble? Shido, I need you to listen. You're not going to believe this, but... In a dozen or so minutes, a satellite will crash into Tengu City, Katori said. Hold on a second. What do you mean? Shido asks, confused. I'll explain later. It's dangerous to be above ground. Get yourself to the nearest shelter, Katori said. But Toka and them. Don't worry. Where they're at, the debris won't leave a scratch, Katori said. Debris? Yeah. We're blasting it to smithereens. Keep searching for Natsumi as long as you can. But if you can't find her, evacuate before it's too late, Katori said. Yeah, all right. I'm counting on you, Shido. Katori. What? Thank you, Shido said, making Katori blush a bit. That's my line, Katori said, then the call ended. Rimuru Pav, inside Fraxinus. Rimuru and Toka was inside a secluded room eating a cake. Hinako tastes so good as usual, Toka says with a smile. Yeah, that's right. It's very delicious, Rimuru said. Less than seal. Can you analyze it for me? Greater than less than understood. Analyzing the recipe. Greater than. As they continued eating the cake, Rimuru noticed the concern on Toka's face. Are you worried, Toka? Oh, of course I am. Shido's out there searching for Natsumi with danger outside. I want to help him, but I believe that he can do it, Shido said. I see, then you don't need to worry, it's Shido after all. You're right, Rimuru. Then they continued eating the cake. Less than report. Analyzation complete. It is now possible to replicate the menu. Greater than. Less than thanks. Seal greater than. Shido Pav. Shido was still searching for Natsumi until night. There was also a spacequake alarm going off right now. He was running through the panicked crowd. Natsumi, please. Answer me if you can hear me, Natsumi. Debris from a satellite is about to come crashing down. It's dangerous to be out here. Let's get to an underground shelter. If you don't know where to go, just follow me. Got it, Natsumi? Panting, he was exhausted from all the running. The streets have also become empty as the citizens are now inside a shelter. We won't shut you in a room anymore. When this is over, you can go wherever you want. Please. Natsumi, inside Fraxinus, 15,000 meters above Tengu City. Commander. The satellite. It's time. Calculate the impact area, Katori say. Roger. Ready? Let's blow it out of the sky. Mistilton, fire. They fired a laser at the satellite, but it got deflected by a territory around it. Why? That's odd. I can't imagine mere Bandersnatch territory deflecting Mistilton like that, Kanazuki said. Suddenly, they heard an explosion around them. What the? Bombardment from 12 o'clock. Displaying now. On the monitor, there was another airship. It was an enemy airship from Dem. Commander. Right now, we can't. Kanazuki, you're in charge here, Katori said. Then she smashed the button in her table, going down under Fraxinus. Now then, shall we begin? Our war, that is, Katori said with a smirk. Then she started transforming into her limited astral dress. Camille. A large red halberd appears in her hand, her angel. Megiddo. Then her angel formed into a large cannon. Here I go. Gingnur. Aiming at the satellite as the crew members were ready to fire another Mistilton. Fire. After firing both lasers, the satellite was covered by a bright light. Less than get it. Greater than after the light disperses, there were no pieces of it left, completely eradicated. Less than target eliminated. Success. Greater than they were celebrating until another satellite came down. Less than it's a satellite. Another satellite has appeared, greater than. Camille. Trying to use it, but she would lose control of herself if she did. Less than Commander. Greater than Katori was too exhausted to use her angel again. Less than Commander, any more in. Greater than. Katori, that's. Less than a second one. We'll recover you with Fraxinus, so stay put for now. Greater than Katori said through the comms in Shidu's ear. And the shelter? You can't mean, but I haven't yet. Less than please. Among the lives you want to save, please let yours be the one. Greater than Katori said, pleading. Knowing her concern, but he just couldn't abandon her or Natsumi, then he cut the signal. Shido. Less than what's going on here? Greater than Toka asks. Less than what's happening? Greater than Yoshino asks. Less than in a little pinch are we? Greater than Yoshinon said. All the other spirits were now inside the main control room of Fraxinus. Less than what a sad sight. To get this flustered over nothing. Greater than Kagaya said. Less than agreement. Try to remain calm. Greater than Yuzuru said. Less than no need to feel down, Katori. Greater than Miku said. Less than so, is that the satellite then? Greater than Rimuru asks. Why you guys? Less than Katori, I'm not seeing Shido anywhere. Greater than Toka said. Shido is. Less than Katori, talk to me. Can we do anything to help? Greater than Toka asks. Please, you guys. Please protect my one and only Oni-chan. Katori pleads. Back at Shido, looking up at satellite that's coming down. Less than it's up to me then. Greater than. Power. Lend me your power, Sandalphon. Then an angel with the form of a broadsword appeared on his hand. With this, I can. But he gets overwhelmed, struggling to stand up as he uses Sandalphon for support. Fortunately, the spirits have arrived as reinforcements, hearing Toka's voice from behind. Shido. Grabbing his arm as the other spirits gathered around him. Why you guys? Why are you here? Shido asks. Well, Katori said you were in trouble, so we had her send us. Toka said. I see. And Katori. They're busy fighting the enemy airship. Though, I think they'll be able to handle it on their own. Rimuru said. Are you okay now, Darling. Miku asks with concern. Yeah, sorry. I honestly thought I'd be a goner. Shido said. Yoshino then pointed out that the satellite was getting closer to the ground. Guess they took it to the next level. Kagaya said. Outrage. Can't they read the mood? Yuzuru said. We won't let them do as they please. Miku said. Then they all transformed into their limited astral dresses, flying to the sky except for Rimuru and Toka as Miku's song started playing as it was also buffing the other spirits. Gabriel, March, Miku, Yoshino, Kagaya and Yuzuru attacked the satellite straight up. It's incredible, Yoshino said, admiring the song. I knew I liked this song. I'm getting so pumped up. Kagaya said. Might. Nice assist. Great. Toka. Rimuru, help me out. Let's destroy that hunk of junk. We can do it together. Shido said. No we can't. Toka said. Can't. Why can't we? Shido asks, confused. She's right. That satellite is strapped with some sort of explosive magic on it. Rimuru said. Unless we destroy it higher up. Toka said. Higher up. Shido. I have a plan. Rimuru said. Sure. Take care of her, okay. Rimuru said with a smile before she flew up to both Kagaya and Yuzuru, leaving Shido confused on what she means by that. Kagaya, Yuzuru, can you put it very high up to the sky? Rimuru asks. HMPH, have you forgotten who we are, Rimuru? We're hurricane children who mow everything down, the Yamai sisters. Kagaya said. Pledge. We'll cast it aside like it's nothing. Yuzuru said. Then they both attacked the satellite with a much stronger wind power. Come on. Might. Take this. Suddenly, both of them were attacked but were luckily blocked by the shield around them. Why are you both okay? Rimuru asks, then the smoke disperse. Yeah, didn't hurt that much. Kagaya said. Then a swarm of Bandersnatches appears, trying to intercept them. They attack the spirits in the sky with a bunch of missiles. Toka. The others. Shido said with concern. Then both Toka and the other spirits helped out taking out the swarm of Bandersnatches. Their numbers started to go down rapidly as the Yamai sisters were still trying to push the satellite back up. Kagaya. Yuzuru, you both ready? Rimuru asks, holding her angel. They both nod as Rimuru's katana started to glow and aimed at the satellite. Feigns. Rimuru's katana started emitting a soft golden light. She swung the sword, and it released a beam of light energy, the moment it touched the territory around the satellite. The satellite was pushed far back up to the sky as the territory around it broke. Rimuru then started to fly up towards it, seemingly trying to land on top of it. Then, a single Bandersnatch managed to get past the other spirits and attacked Shido. Shido. Toka tries to reach out and save him but she was too far away. Shido tried to fight it back, but his body stumbled due to using Sandalphon once. He couldn't do anything but closed his eyes and wait for a miracle to happen. Then, when he opened his eyes, the Bandersnatch was blocked by a single lollipop. A lollipop. The Bandersnatch lose control as its head disappeared and fell to the ground. The lollipop then transformed to Natsumi in her child form wearing her astral dress. Natsumi. Hurry it up. You're trying to destroy the thing, right? Natsumi asks. Yeah, the Yamai sisters were still propelling the satellite upwards as Rimuru was on top of it. She's up there, right? Rimuru. I mean, Natsumi said. Why yeah, she is, what about it? Shido asks. Hanyel. Then a broom appears in her hand, as bright green light envelopes the sky. The satellite was transformed into a giant pig head with little legs and wings on its back. You can manage it now, right? Smash it to bits already, Rimuru. Natsumi said. Rimuru Pav. A few minutes earlier, before Rimuru flew up to the satellite. The spirits except Toka and Rimuru were still trying to propel the satellite upwards. Less than report. Rimuru-sama, the satellite has explosive magic attached to it. Greater than Seal said. Less than EH. For real. Greater than. Less than yes. Greater than. Great. Toka. Rimuru, help me out. Let's destroy that hunk of junk. We can do it together. Shido said. No we can't. Toka said. Can't. Why can't we? Shido asks, confused. She's right. That satellite is strapped with some sort of explosive magic on it. Rimuru said. Unless we destroy it higher up. Toka said. Higher up. Shido. I have a plan. Rimuru said. Sure. Take care of her, okay. Rimuru said with a smile before she flew up to both Kagaya and Yuzuru. Leaving Shido confused on what she means by that. She was talking about Natsumi, as if she knew she were here with us. Less than seal, can I touch the satellite without it exploding? Greater than Rimuru asks. Less than yes. What are you planning to do, Rimuru-sama? Greater than seal asks. Less than I'm gonna destroy it with the help of Natsumi, I know she'll show up. Greater than Rimuru said. Knowing her, Seal likely knew that Rimuru was just trying to show off and there were easier ways to destroy the satellite. Less than. Fine greater than. Less than great, thank you, Seal. Greater than then she puts her attention back to the Yamai sisters. Kagaya, Yuzuru, can you put it very high up to the sky? Rimuru asks. HMPH, have you forgotten who we are, Rimuru? We're hurricane children who mow everything down, the Yamai sisters. Kagaya said. Pledge. We'll cast it aside like it's nothing. Yuzuru said. Then they both attacked the satellite with a much stronger wind power. Come on. Might. Take this. Suddenly, both of them were attacked but were luckily blocked by the shield around them. Why are you both okay? Rimuru asks, then the smoke disperse. Yeah, it didn't hurt that much. Kagaya said. Then a swarm of Bandersnatch appears, trying to intercept them. They attack the spirits in the sky with a bunch of missiles. Then both Toka and the other spirits take out the swarm of Bandersnatches together. Their numbers started to go down rapidly as the Yamai sisters were still trying to push the satellite back up. Kagaya, Yuzuru, are you both ready? Rimuru asks, holding her angel. They both nod as Rimuru's katana started to glow and aimed at the satellite. Feigns. Rimuru's katana started emitting a soft golden light. She swung the sword, and it released a beam of light energy, the moment it touched the territory around the satellite. The satellite was pushed far back up to the sky as the territory around it broke. Rimuru then started to fly up towards it, then she landed on top of the satellite. Thanks to Seal, she was able to touch it without it exploding. Then, a single Bandersnatch managed to get past them and attacked Shido. Shido tried to fight it back, but his body stumbled due to using Sandalphon once. He couldn't do anything but close his eyes and wait for a miracle to happen. Then the Bandersnatch was blocked by a single lollipop as it transformed into Natsumi in her child form. Less than N Natsumi, she's finally here, huh? Greater than Rimuru thought, smiling. The Yamai sisters were still propelling the satellite upwards as Rimuru was on top of it. She's up there, right? Rimuru, I mean, Natsumi said. Why yeah, she is, what about it? Shido asks. Hanyel. Then a broom appears in her hand, as bright green light envelopes the sky. The satellite was transformed into a giant pig head with little legs and wings on its back. You can manage it now, right? Smash it to bits already, Rimuru. Natsumi said. Yeah, I will. Erebus. It was another name that Rimuru had never heard of, but it was in her subconsciousness. After saying that, an impenetrable darkness immediately enveloped Rimuru's entire body. Then the darkness from Rimuru's body started to gather on the katana. And now, the katana was also emitting a deep, velvet darkness. It was the complete opposite of Rimuru's. Feigns, as it was light, Erebus, was darkness. Rimuru swung the sword, and it released a beam of dark energy and destroyed the transformed satellite. It didn't explode but instead, it rained a bunch of lollipops. Suddenly, Rimuru's astral dress and angel disappeared for some reason and she started falling straight to the ground. Whoa, why did that happen? Rimuru was confused as he kept on falling to the ground. Less than Rimuru-sama, you used too much spiritual power and you reached your limit from that one attack. Greater than Seal said. Less than Seal, teleport me back down. Greater than Rimuru demands but got no reply from Seal. Less than Seal. Greater than. Shido Pav. A lollipop. The Bandersnatch lost control as its head disappeared and fell to the ground. The lollipop then transforms to Natsumi in her child form wearing her astral dress. Natsumi. Hurry it up. You're trying to destroy the thing, right? Natsumi asks. Yeah. The Yamai sisters were still propelling the satellite upwards as Rimuru was on top of it. She's up there, right? Rimuru. I mean, Natsumi said. Why yeah, she is, what about it? Shido asks. Hanyel. Then a broom appears in her hand, as bright green light envelopes the sky. The satellite was transformed into a giant pig head with little legs and wings on its back. You can manage it now, right? Smash it to bits already, Rimuru. Natsumi said. Yeah, I will. After Rimuru's response, with a beam of dark energy. The transformed satellite was destroyed as it exploded, tons of lollipops falling to the ground. Then they saw Rimuru was also falling straight to the ground without her astral dress. Rimuru. Shido watched as she's falling before the Yamai sisters save her. By using their wind to slow her down as Kagaya catches her. Are you okay, Rimuru? Kagaya asks as they fly down to Shido. Why yeah, thanks to you, Kagaya. Then she put her down as the other spirits also came down. With a relieved sigh, Shido looked at them with a smile. You guys, thank you. If it was just me, I couldn't have saved everyone in the city. Thanks for everything, Shido said as Natsumi started to walk away from them until he interrupted. Natsumi. What? Disgusted that I changed into a lollipop and hid in your pocket. Natsumi said. Or are you upset that I didn't come to help? Before she could continue, Shido cut her off. I'm glad you're okay, Shido said with a smile, shocking Natsumi. What are you saying? I'm the one who hid myself and watched as you panicked. And before that, I did terrible things to everyone. Why? What's your deal? Every last one of you. Dummies. Natsumi suddenly started crying out of nowhere. Hey, Natsumi, I'm sorry. Doing all those bad things. Causing all of you trouble. When you were all being nice to me. I was happy, but I couldn't say thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you, Natsumi said as she was still crying. Don't worry about it. Besides, we'd have been in trouble if you hadn't come. Hey, Natsumi, remember how I promised you could go anywhere when it's over? If you're okay with it, will you be my friend? Shido asks. The result was she cried even more, even louder.
Natsumi. Darling, you're making poor Natsumi cry too much, Miku said. But I didn't do anything. I can't leave Natsumi to someone who only makes her cry. So I'll be your friend, too, Miku said. That's right. No more teasing Natsumi. I'll be your friend too, Toka said. Me too. Yoshino said softly. You're just bad at treating kids, Shido. So I'll be your friend, too, Rimuru said. You can be my kinswoman, Kagaya said. Agreement. We will protect you, Yuzuru said. Come on, you guys. You're making me sound like the bad guy, Shido said. Continuing their banter as Natsumi gave a genuine smile to them. On board Fraxinus, Katori and the others were watching their banter from a monitor. Thank you, everyone, Katori said with a smile, glad that Shido was alive. Then there was another reading on their radar, another satellite?